king of Babylon. And worse, now in today's time, Lucifer is a known name for the devil, and that causes problems with people who are only familiar with the name Lucifer to apply to the devil, if that makes sense. Now, when it comes to whether or not Catholics worship Lucifer, we absolutely do not. This comment is a little bit confusing, but I'm going to assume it's referring to the 2014 Easter Vigil liturgy, which included Pope Francis. Some people have claimed that the Pope's deacon, when speaking in Latin, invoked Lucifer and described Jesus as the devil's son. The claim is based on the Latin translation of this part during the Eastern liturgy, which said, "Flaming Lucifer who finds mankind, I say, O Lucifer, who will never be defeated, Christ is your son who come back from hell, shed his peaceful light, and is alive, and reigns in the world without end." Now, what is the real story behind this? So first off, the Pope does not have a personal deacon, though deacons are known to sing the part of the Eastern Vigil known as the Exultet. It is the Easter proclamation, and it literally means to exult. The Exultet is part of a ceremony involving the Paschal candle, which symbolizes the light of Christ. In good English, turns into, "Therefore, O Lord, we pray that this candle, hallowed to the honor of your name, may persevere undimmed, overcome the darkness of this night. Receive it as a pleasing fragrance, and let it mingle with the lights of heaven. May this flame be found still burning by the morning star, the one morning star who never sets, Christ your Son, who, coming back, has shed his peaceful light on humanity and lives and reigns forever and ever." So this passage of the Exultet is asking God to let the Paschal candle continue to give light so that it can still burn throughout the morning. And then the prayer pivots to reconceive the morning star, not as the literal one in the sky, but as Jesus Christ himself, based on the symbol in Revelation 22:16. So it is a moving poetic prayer to God, not an invocation of the devil. Now, really quickly, let's talk about the Vatican. So the backdrop to the Pope's weekly audience is a sculpture that is the work of this man. I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, but I believe his last name is Fazzini, who was an Italian artist, was asked to design something for the modern auditorium. Fazzini responded with the resurrection. In talking, he said, "Suddenly there came to me the idea of Christ preaching peace for 2,000 years, and the place where he prayed for the last time, the olive grove of Gethsemane." And this was his inspiration for the background. So there is no doubt that his work represents resurrected Jesus, not a serpent idol or anything demonic. Lastly, let's talk about the Vatican. The Latin word Vaticanus was the name of the hill where St. Peter's Basilica and the buildings around it were built. The word Vaticanus itself comes from the word meaning to prophesy. I hope that this was able to clear up this commenter's questions, and I hope that it was able to teach you all some important things to know about the Catholic Church. I hope